What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. I'm talking this one right here, King Hustle. King Hustle X1L, no rags, just riches. King Hustle Crazy Reactions, The Hustle Family, Turn Motivation into Means, Dog Pound Exotic Pups, Goosebumps Horror Stories, Sleeping with the Rain, Milwaukee Man King Hustle 2.0, and King Hustle Live. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom of the description, all my social media links will pop up. Alright, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or a video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. What to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems. I'm back at it again with the sauce. I'm back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be a family hero, listen up, take a seat, get your pen, get your notepad, because I got a lot of information that's going to get you some gems, it's going to get you some money, it's going to help you out, help you get primary trade lines, all different type of stuff, right? Because this channel is for people who are trying to change their life and create generational wealth and financial freedom. If you are somebody that just want to, find some kind of slick way to make some money, the same for you. But if you want to find ways how to make money like a boss, methods, credit, whatever, this is for you. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Northwest Federal Credit Union. Yes, Northwest Federal Credit Union. And they have a personal loan, bad credit personal loan, for up to $25,000. Yes, up to $25,000. Now, everything on the personal side is for emergency purposes only, and everything on the business side is for business purposes only. So what we're going to do is, because a lot of people need primary trade lines, a lot of people need more primary trade lines than credit builder trade lines. A lot of people need to build their debt. A lot of people need to build their payment history, and a lot of people need to build the age on their credit report, because that's what's hindering them from getting approved for any type of loan, credit card, or line of credit. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to start getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit on our personal side. But what we're going to do is we're going to utilize those as primary trade lines, because these are primary account these are accounts that are primarily in our name, and these are going to help us when it comes to primary trade lines, building our debt and our payment history. Because at the end of the day, these are for primary trade lines. So everybody want to start getting major funding with their new small starter businesses, their LLCs, their S corps, their C corps, and things like that. So like I told y'all before, the goal is to build your personal credit. The goal is to build the debt on your personal credit and your business credit. The goal is to build your age on there. The goal is to build your payment history, all that, because that's what's going to get you approved. So today we're going to be talking about Northwest Federal Credit Union. They got up to $25,000 in personal loans that you can utilize as a primary trade line that will help you start getting the bag on the business side. So when it comes to building your personal credit, everybody's credit situation is different. Everybody does not have the same credit profile. Everybody does not have the same debt. Everybody does not have the same age. Everybody does not work at the same place. Everybody's credit situation is different. So a lot of people got to understand that when I'm making these videos, y'all got to sit and listen throughout the whole video, because I'm not telling you just because you got bad credit to get up off this phone or off this camera and go apply for this loan. They're just going to automatically give you $25,000 because you got bad credit. No. A lot of people do not understand that when it comes to bad credit loans, banks really this is the thing. Banks really don't care about your credit score. They care about the debt that you have on your credit report, the payment history, and the age. And do you have this at the time that you're applying for a loan? Because at the time that you're applying for this loan, they want to make sure that you can manage money. Now, it's a lot of people out there that had accounts, primary trade lines, auto loans, different things that built their credit, which probably got them in the 700 club, the high 600 club, which is cool. But now you still don't have, you paid that off, now that debt is gone. A lot of people feel as if having low debt is how you're supposed to live life, which is 100% false. Having low debt is not going to build your credit score. Having low debt is not going to get you approved for any type of loans, credit cards, or lines of credit. You have to have debt on your credit report to show these banks, lenders, and groups that you can manage money. That's all it is. A lot of people feel as if building credit and establishing credit is hard. It's not. You just have to actually be doing something in life, because nothing in life is free, and you have to spend some money to invest in yourself and pay off bills to start building your credit. And that's where people that's where the problem comes in at. A lot of people want to do everything in life for free and get the maximum outcome from it, which is never going to happen. So when people were building credit and or cleaning credit, right, mailing in all these dispute letters on people's credit and deleting all these accounts off people's credit, that's messing up their credit, because you need those accounts, you need that debt, you need that payment history, you need that age. And once you delete it off your credit report, it's now gone, and you can't call them, but let me get that back. So having debt on your credit report at the time that you are applying for that loan, credit card, line of credit is what's going to allow you to get approved. Now, what I mean by having debt on your credit report, you're supposed to have 5 primary trade lines: line of credit, auto, mortgage, revolving, and installment. These are 5 primary trade lines that you're supposed to have on your credit report. The average American doesn't have those on their credit report, so the average American already is out the loop of getting a loan, a credit card, a line of credit. To get a traditional loan, you need W-2s, bank statements, and pay stubs just to get a traditional loan. Easy. That's all. You basically just got to have a job to get a loan. Average Americans don't have a job. So, like I told you guys before, like I've been telling you guys on my live videos, that now life is real. At the end of the day, people are the ones. There are humans, the ones behind the scenes that's approving you for these loans and things like that. Now, there are some instances or some cases where people actually get documents altered, bank statements altered, so it can match certain numbers so they can get approved for loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. Some people use CPNs to get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. But that just goes to show you that if there's a will, there's a way. So if there's people out there that's complaining about, oh, I can't get a loan because I don't have this, I don't have that. Where's a lot of people in the world that's getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit that don't have jobs, that's using altered documentations, that's using, that's loan officers are helping them get approved for loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. That's a lot going on. So when people complain all day about not getting a loan, you just got to have a job. And if you don't have a job, and if you're self-employed, you still can get a loan. There's places that offer self-employed workers loans. Giggle Finance will give you, even if you got a side hustle, as long as you're making some money, they will give you a loan. But people don't do their research. People just wait till they scroll across something on YouTube, and they can just Google it and look on themselves. But y'all all waiting for a handout. Y'all all waiting for me to drop a video and tell you the next bank, or the next person to drop a video and tell you the next loan, credit card, or line of credit. Well, you could have just really just typed it in and Googled it and it would have popped up. But a lot of people don't use their resources. A lot of people don't use their common sense. And that's another reason why I don't put bank links in my description anymore. Because people are just always looking for somebody to do something for them. Y'all got to learn how to start fending for yourself. You gotta start how to learn using y'all brains, learn how to do your own research, learn how to search. Stop being so handicapped. Because being handicapped ain't gonna get you too far. Because when you handicapped, you need crutches. When you got crutches, you can't run, can't do nothing, you can't walk real good. So it's gonna take you way longer than anybody else. When that person is running towards the goal, the finish line, because they doing everything on themselves, they doing their research on themselves, they gonna get there. So when it comes to getting loans, credit cards, or lines of credit, you have to have debt on your credit report at the time that you are applying for any loan, credit card, line of credit. Now, when you hear the word debt, a lot of people hear debt, but I don't want debt. They are like, oh, that's money that you owe. You're gonna owe money for the rest of your life. And when you're paying, if you get an auto loan, you're paying down a loan, you're paying off a loan that they lent you, so that's debt. When you get a credit card, that's money that they lent you, so that's debt. Debt is always gonna be there. So you're just paying down a number. You're just paying off a number. That's good debt. But the debt that you have in collections accounts that you're not paying off, that you have not been paying on, that's bad debt. But we all know all debt is calculated to one number. So once you start adding trade lines and start making payments for X amount of time, that bad debt will turn into good debt. And now these banks, lenders, and groups gonna see that and be like, oh, you got X amount in good debt. You got good payment history. You're gonna improve your payment history. You're gonna prove your debt amount. You're gonna prove the age, all that on your credit report. So before anybody try to go get a $25,000 bad credit loan from Northwest Federal Credit Union, make sure you have debt on your credit report. Make sure you have enough debt, enough credit builder trade lines, as well as a mixture of primary trade lines, at least over $50,000-$60,000 in debt. So make sure you make enough debt to income ratio. Like I said, people do a lot of different things to make things happen. Altered documents, whatever is clever. How you think a lot of people got PPP loans with fake businesses? Y'all gotta start using your brain and understand that if there's a will, there's a way. While you complaining about not having something, there's somebody out there that's figuring out how to get something, create something so they can get this loan, credit card, or line of credit. So, Northwest Federal Credit Union has a $25,000 personal loan. The APR annual percentage rate currently, as of January 1st, is not high. It's about 11.99. This debt consolidation loan, you can do anything that you want with it. So if you got any type of major expenses, you got any type of emergency expenses, you got any type of, you know what I'm saying, things that you got to pay off, they're giving up to $25,000. Fast approval rates. If you have a bank account with you, they're definitely working with you to get a certain amount approved. And a lot of people, and this is another thing, a lot of people complain about banks that not in their city or their state, or not having an LLC in their city or state. Well, you do know it's not hard to create an LLC in a different state, get a virtual address in a different state. It's not hard to do these things. Y'all complain about things that you can actually do, but y'all don't do your research, and y'all just sit there and complain and give up. Like, it's crazy. I can create an LLC in any state that I want right now. Just go to their site, the Treasury site, apply for an LLC, create it, get a name and all that, get a virtual address, get an address out there. So when I get the virtual address, all the mail will be forwarded to me, so I see everything. Now I have a business in Wyoming. Now I got a business in New York. Now I got a business in California. Now I got a business in Houston. Now I got a business in Atlanta. Like, it's not hard. Like, people don't do their research. People don't listen. People mind span is short. People brains are not matured yet. Like, I say all this in all these my videos. Like, I give y'all so much information that if y'all actually listen, y'all will get far. All right, so Northwest Federal Credit Union is giving out a personal loan up to $25,000 with bad credit. Understand that based on your debt to income ratio, based on your credit report, is what's going to determine how much you get approved. This will report on your credit report as a primary trade line that will help you with your new small startup businesses, start getting major funding if you're going to utilize your personal credit as a personal guarantor, and just start improving your credit, improving your payment history, improving your credit profiles in general. Because y'all really want to get the bag, that's what you're going to have to do, right? So go check them out, go open up a bank account, and go get the bag. This is all on the personal side. Shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going, y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems is $1,000, but for limited time only, I'm doing it for $600. Yes, $600. Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot, let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there, all right? No screenshot, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Also, make sure y'all tapping in and getting with the in-person limited gems on the crypto tour. $6,500, $500 deposit, the rest of the money when we meet in person. Make sure in these lessons, when y'all book me, y'all got y'all questions together and y'all ready to learn. This is not a lesson where I just come and be like, all right, do this, do this, do this, do this. No, have an idea of what you want to do. Because things that I might teach you or show you how to do, you might not want to do, and you get mad. I don't got time for that. So please, when you book me for any type of lessons, have y'all questions together, have an idea of what you want to learn, and I promise you, I will teach you so it can be your turn, all right? So make sure you tap in with that. Also, make sure y'all tapping in with my credit mentorship, $2,500 and up. Trade lines is not included. I will be cleaning and building your personal credit, establishing your business credit, and helping you get your first loan, credit cards, and lines of credit, and also give you the opportunity to become a certified credit consultant by the board. Also, make sure y'all tap in with my Telegram, New Age Credit Repair. A Millionaire Network. Still look for people for the production company. Still look for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, and women for the production. Cameramen and women, streamers, and content creators. We're gonna do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, traveling, networking, and having fun. Make sure you go tap in with my reaction channel, King Hustle Crazy Reactions. Make sure you go follow me on my music YouTube channel, King Hustle X1M. Make sure you go follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies, giveaways, URLs, dual streaming, streams with the Hus, all that excitement, entertainment stuff. Make sure you go follow my YouTube Live channel, King Hustle Live. My Twitch and my YouTube Live channel is connected, so make sure you go follow both of those. Make sure you follow me on my clothing brand on IG, King Bouscular Department. That's Hustle Department in French. Dropping new joggers real soon. They done. They on the way. I'm giving out free joggers to anybody that get their loads. They cash out Bitcoin, $500 and up. You get a free jogger set. Jogger sets. Tap in. Get y'all. If you don't want to load, tap in. Get your jogger set for $350. Make sure y'all tap in on my IG, King Hustle X1M, for free methods, and make sure y'all stay tuned to my live videos when I go live. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe on all the videos, because we about to get it in. We back to the sauce, and you know we back to the information that's going to turn you to a boss. So with that being said, it's your boy, King Hustle. You know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson or video. Peace.